from Teenagers YouTube channel. This is Mark Josie. Today I'm going to show you the Imalent DN70 flashlight. So we did a preview with this light, and I did some testing and stuff at the back. And so today is the official review. Open up the box, you got your manual, which is pretty useless. Just throw that away, and you got your flashlight. So besides that, the box is pretty nice, and there's a little magnet thingy right here that sticks the box right here. So it's not a super strong magnet, but I am thinking I might gut it out so I can use it somewhere else. That might be good. Now, inside the box, okay, right here, this is the foam that holds the flashlight, and this is actually a box with the accessories, so don't miss that out. It's very camouflage. Okay, now open this up. Let's see what's inside. Okay, so you got this drying packs, and then holster. Ooh, holster. Okay, holster. You got 2 spare O-ring. That is nice. Imalent Air. Not sure it's good or not. Okay, and then you open up the thing, and you have your cable. This is USB cable, normal USB cable, which I have too many already, so I don't need that. Now let's try to put this thing in and see how it works. Okay, so it's a head facing up setup, and then I will clap. Okay, there we go. Actually, this is pretty good. It's compact size, very slim, almost to the point no padding at all, but it holds the flashlight in place. And there's a Velcro, pretty big Velcro right here holding it. Okay, so it's 3 fingers width right here, so it sticks on and hold it tightly. So I think this will fit most of your normal belts, and also the tactical belt, the thicker one. Okay, this will fit. Well, Imalent used to be a very crappy brand in my dictionary, because I had 2 of their light back then, the DN35, something like that. No, sorry, no, DN something, 12, DN12, okay? Yeah, and other one that is longer, DN, forgot it, okay? But yeah, some DN something, okay? And that light really sucked, because the user interface is basically useless under the tap water. So that means if it's raining outside or your hand is wet or something, it doesn't work. So that really sucks. But now this one, they changed the interface. So I am going to test to see if Imalent improved and is actually worth getting one of these. Okay, so this guy right here, the new interface is very interesting. They kept that old LED, so when you press it, there's some LED going on, okay, and you can see the voltage, and basically 2 rubberized buttons, which is very easy to touch and find in the dark, okay. So 2 buttons on one side, and then the other side is the USB cover. Okay, flick it up. Okay, so that's the USB charging port, charged through micro USB, normal USB. Now, one little tip here, okay, be careful when you're charging this when you're like outside, like if you're using a power bank or something, because the this rubber thing fell out 2 times already during my usual like normal play. Why? Well, because I was like peeling it, and somehow this thing just come right out. Let me show you. Okay, right here, okay, it's sticking right here, okay, you see? But when I turn it a few times, sometimes it just get a little bit loose. Now it's pretty secure right now. But because I stuffed it in a little bit more, but it did fell out 2 times, okay, when I go like that, and the whole thing just, you know. So just be careful of that. I don't really like rubber switch, but it's better to have a USB feature than not having any. Now compare this, the USB right here, to let's say the Klarus G20. The USB port on the Klarus G20 is less possible to fuck up. Why? Because the way how it's designed, when you go like that, it's not really going to peel that thing off, and it's very sturdy right here. Okay, I cannot really peel the thing off. This is really hard to take off. Now this one, it's only held by a little thin line of rubber inside that attached it. So if you're trying to like really pull the thing, it will tear off fast. Now the two button on the front right here, giving you the left button is the voltage and also the turbo, and double click to get the special mode like strobe, beacon, and SOS. Now this one on the right is the mode button. So you click that once and you get it on. So it's 1, 2, 3, very simple, right? 1, 2, 3, 3 mode, and you can see it's very strong, very, very bright. This one is a neutral white version. And definitely, I love this color more than the Klarus by far. Now, if you hold the left button down, and that's the 3000-ish lumen, which is crazy. Okay, 3800 lumen it claimed, and you got to hold down the button for about, let's say, 2 seconds to get it hold right here. If you don't hold for the 2 seconds, okay, it will just give you a momentary on like this. See? Okay, you got to hold 1, 2, and then now it held in place. Now double click. Okay, double click again. Double click again. Okay, that's the bacon mode. Bacon, yummy. Okay, and then you click the left button to get back to the normal mode right here. Okay, now this guy. The best thing about this thing is that it comes with battery. So this is the original battery inside, 26650. Okay, big battery, and it got 4,500 milliamp. Okay, 4,500 mAh right here. And well, not sure if this is really a good battery or not, but from looking at it, it looks pretty okay. Now, compared to the Klarus comes with a 5,000 mAh, okay? So more juice on the Klarus. What happened if I put the Klarus battery in there? Wait, let me show you this beam. This is the Klarus. You see, turbo, right? Not as floody. I mean, not as powerful. Okay, less things burn out and more blue. You see, more blue, right? The other one is very yellowish. Okay, I'm going to take the battery off the Klarus. Just a minute. So the Klarus here, okay, comes with 5,000 mAh battery. Now that's one thing that is very good about Klarus is that it comes with battery and it's a higher capacity. Okay, putting this Klarus battery in, let's see what happens. Okay. And of course it's waterproof and such, whatever proof, okay? All that proof, okay. Is it back in? Screw in. Screw. Okay. Still not screwed in yet. What? Okay. Tight. What happened? Tighten up. Not lighting up. Okay, I'm not sure why, but it's not turning on. Let me try again. That's pretty scary. I put in the Klarus battery and it's not turning on. Not sure why. Okay, well, I'll give up. I'll put this back in. Let's see if it works. It works. Weird thing. Okay, I tried to put a Klarus battery in, and it feels like the threading gets very, very, like that, very, very rough. Okay, not sure why. It seems like there's some resistance going on or getting too tight, but the other one just goes in right away. Now the Klarus is a button top. Okay, I see a very raised up button. Maybe that's the thing, because it's raised up. So I should not screw it in that much, maybe. Let me try again. Not working much. Okay, so the Klarus battery doesn't work inside here. Not sure why, okay? Now I'm curious if I should put one of the 18650s inside and see if this thing works. So I have my Through Night 18650 battery right here, okay? Let's see if it works. Now that's a good thing that we actually find out the Klarus battery don't work in there. So dropping a wiggly 18650 inside. Hope it will not screw up. Okay, usually it should work. Not sure. Okay, it worked. Right? I saw some light coming. Okay, good. So that's the 18650 is inside through night. And I can see that it's not jumping to the, it's not going to the highest mode, okay? So it's going like 1, 2, 3, and then like that, you see? Okay. Low, medium, high. Okay? Jump back down, and then turbo. Let's see if we can get it to turbo. Turbo! You don't have the turbo. Okay, so definitely with the 18650s, it's not giving me the turbo mode, but it's working. Okay, so it's not going to the 3800 lumen. Okay, so that's basically, not sure why. Maybe this thing is specially programmed for whatever. Oh, right, this is not button top. It's a flat top battery right here, okay? So maybe that's why. So when you're checking out with batteries and buying spare battery, you might want some batteries with flat top, okay? Now it's working when I'm using a flat top again, of course. Ooh, okay, original battery. Okay, so enough testing of this guy. Right here, it says that the throw is 325 meter. Now, to me, this thing throws much better than the Klarus G20. I tested out when I'm walking, and it's really crazy good. The beam is very yellowish, and the max runtime is 50 hours on the low mode, and it doesn't have a moonlight mode, be like it or not. Okay, so that's the lowest mode, and it's very blinding. Okay, so if you're using this light in the dark, you will not want this thing to be here. Okay, now click through the mode. And good thing is you can see how many lumen is for each mode right here in the LED. So you have the first, oh yeah, vision. Okay, that's the first one, 20 lumen, and then the second one is 300. Right? What? Yeah, it is crazy. So that's a 300 lumen. Okay, from the 20 lumen. That's crazy. Next one is 2,500 lumen. So that should be something like the G20, right? But okay, here. And then turbo, you get the 3,000-ish. 3,800. Okay, obviously it's brighter than the G20. And when I use this thing on the turbo mode, it's getting kind of hot. Okay, now the G20 is less powerful, but it doesn't get as hot when you're using it in turbo mode. So I think that they're really trying hard to boost this thing up and give you a little bit more power, but at the same time, you got to understand that practically speaking, you cannot really use this thing on the 3,000 lumen for the whole trip or whatever, okay? It's more like a burst of power. Whenever you need that, okay, boom, and then prepare to use it on the lower mode. Now, walking with this guy, I was using the second mode, and it worked pretty well. So that's the 300 lumen, I think, okay? So that's the mode, and it worked pretty well. Now, sometimes you might want a little bit higher if the place is really dark, okay? But using it on the second mode is enough for most, like walking and such. But indoor, if you're like taking this thing for survival, for a trip, a long trip, okay, something that requires like a whole week of flashlight usage. Now, this is not my kind of light, okay? I want things with a moonlight mode, like the Klarus G20, because you want the moonlight mode in order to have a mega long survival kind of situation, okay? Like if you need the light for the whole week, turn on and you can see this spot all the time. That's the kind of light you want. The Klarus G20 gives you 150 hours on the moonlight. Now this guy maxed out at 50 hours, which is not very much. So yeah, well, brightness wise is good enough, and it seems legit to my eyes. The beam less spready than the Klarus G20, okay, and it's more throwy. So if you look at this outside, it's like when you're walking on one side of the street. you point the thing to the other side, you will really be shocked, because this is really going to put a beam right there and you can see things across the street very well. The Klarus G20, it lights up, but it's not like very scary bright on the other side. Okay, so this one definitely do the job better. Now, if I'm only using it as a EDC, meaning that I will be bringing this home every day and I'll be charging it every day, then I think this is a good choice. Because, well, USB charge, right? When you go back home, plug it in and you're good to go again. So I don't worry about the moonlight thing when I'm using this for EDC. Okay, but for long trips, you will want the Klarus. So far, this thing, pretty happy about it. Okay, dropped it a few times, still working good. Now, I thought the blue thing right here means that it's magnetic or something, but it's not. So, just decorative thing. Okay, now there are rumors or people talking about this guy with the spring inside. Then the spring is going to get loosened up or whatever. Haven't had that issue yet, okay? But if that ever happened to mine, I'll tell you guys. So far, I think this light is worth trying out. So let's go into the dark and see how it does. Okay guys, now out of my 3 Imalent light, this one is the best one that I like so far. This is the DN70. Okay, now this is the one that I like the most. It has about the same kind of user interface, 2 button. Okay, it's okay, easy to find in the dark too. Okay, now let's turn this on and compare this to the Klarus G20 later on. Okay, now I'm on the turbo mode, as you can see, and that's the beam. Wide angle, look. Okay, wide angle, and wow, it got some throw, really. Okay, I tried walking with this tonight, and you see the beam in the center. It's really throwing a nice beam out here. A lot of light. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, when I was walking earlier, this one, the 1000 lumen, right now, 1000 lumen, this is the light, the kind of light I need for walking. Okay, very comfortable, and you can walk through very dark places and see everything. This mode is good, and it doesn't even get warm. After my whole walking trip, okay, it doesn't get warm, so it's like this mode is pretty good. Now this mode is really too bright for walking already, and you might want to like maybe spot into a park or something like that, or look at someone's house from the other side of the street, okay, something like that. Now that might work. Now when we turn it on turbo, it's another level of brightness. Okay, now remember this is a turbo, and I will shut this off. Now let's bring out the Klarus G20, which is about the same size, to be honest, and we'll show you in this video. Okay, now Klarus G20 right here. Now you can see it's very alike, but the Klarus G20 is spreadier. Look, a wider angle. Look at the tiles. Okay, a wider angle, less throwy. Okay, if we look up, you can't even see that beam in the air anymore. Okay, so it's much less throwy and not as bright. Okay? Definitely you cannot see as much. Okay, look out there, you can't see that far. Okay? So definitely not as throwy. Okay, now I'll bring out the other one again. Imalent, come out. Imalent, where are you? Oh, here we go. The Imalent, you see, you can even see the rod of light in the air right now, right? And that shows you that it's really powerful. Okay, it's very focused. Okay, and this one actually has a nice beam profile compared to the bigger ones from Imalent. This one is much more normal, and you don't see any weird spot on the beam and such, you know, like dark rings and things like that. Okay, this one is very nice. So out of the 3 new Imalent that I have, this one is really good, and you can see how it throws in the center. Okay, so that makes more sense. Look, if I look right here, okay, see, you can spot things right in the center. That's really important for walking light. And dude, shoot, this is getting hot. Okay, so this light does get hot after a while of use on the highest mode. Okay, but it works. Okay, so that's it. Let's go back to the lamp. Okay guys, so welcome back, and glad you liked the review. So if you want to buy this light, you can check out the link below and get yours. I think right now it's still on sales, and there's actually a discount code for this thing. So if you compare this to the Klarus G20, which one should you buy? Well, personally, I will buy the G20, but if you are like more like a fan of the higher lumen, you will want to try this guy. Okay, so it is brighter than the G20. It comes with battery, full package, ready to play, so which is pretty good. Now the Klarus don't have a LED screen right here, so you cannot read the voltage by numbers. And also the Klarus is well known and famous for accidentally turning it on in your pocket because of the switch. So this guy don't have this problem. So far I would say like if you're new to flashlight and you want one of these kind of monster light, okay, try this thing out, you'll like it. Now if you're really into flashlight already and you need a light for a long trip, get the Klarus. Okay, there you go. So hope you like it. Remember to subscribe, like, share the video around and such. Okay, bye bye.